prevent accidents before they happen. Practicing your laptop's hardware is usually a matter of caution. You can avoid the majority of common pitfalls by doing the following. Number 1, keep food and drink away from the laptop. Number 2, use your laptop in safe conditions, e.g. away from water, extreme temperatures and so on. Place your laptop out of reach of children and the pets. Number 2, buy a computer case, especially if you are particularly accident prone. Having a hard shell case for your laptop will prevent damage from minor faults or spills when your laptop is shut. You might also want to invest in specific laptop bag or a backpack with a dedicated laptop compartment if you travel often. Now you know how to treat the battery. Unfortunately, factory laptop batteries tend to have reduced lifespan, so your laptop's battery life will usually not match the factory estimates. Battery life reduces each time you have to charge it, so consider keeping your laptop plugged into a power cable until you absolutely have to use the battery. Number 4, use your laptop in ideal conditions. When using your laptop, try to recreate the best possible conditions by doing the following. Make sure that your hands are clean before using your laptop. Place your laptop on a clean, dust-free surface. Make sure the laptop is well ventilated by ensuring that the vents are clear of obstructions. Keep your environment at a neutral temperature. Use a humidifier if your climate is exceptionally humid. Clean your laptop often. Taking a few minutes to clean your laptop of dust, grime, residue, and so on will make a huge difference in your laptop's lifespan. Focus on the following: keyboard, vents, and screen. Be gentle when plugging in peripherals. Peripherals are items you plug into your laptop. This can include a USB flash drives or accessories, headphone or speaker cables, adapters, and even the power cable. Many of these items have specific ports or locations into which they fit, so pay attention to the shape and size of an item's connector before plugging it into its respective port. Don't leave your laptop in a car. Not only do insides of cars experience large temperature swings that could damage a laptop, but a laptop or a laptop bag is an inviting target for a thief. Avoid placing things on top of your laptop. This can push the LCD screen into the keyboard and may eventually damage your laptop screen. This includes anything from phone to books, dishes, or clothes. Shut down your laptop once every few days. You may notice that your laptop begins to run sluggishly after a few days of being constantly on. You can remedy this problem by turning off your laptop all the way and leaving it alone for 15 minutes. This will allow your computer hardware to rest and reset. To turn off your computer all the way, do the following. Go to the Windows, click the Start icon, click the Power icon, and click Shutdown. For those ones who are using the Mac, click on the Apple menu, click Shutdown, and click Shutdown when prompted. Hold and lift the computer by its base. If you lift your laptop by the screen alone, you could damage the display or the hinges attaching the display to the base. The display is also easily scratched or damaged by direct pressure, so take care not to place pressure on it. Protect the skin. The screen. One of the reasons your computer screen will always end up smashed regardless of how careful you are is because the laptop screen touches the keyboard keys, which have oil, grit, and dust on them. Whenever you close the lid, you can cut down on its problem by placing a thin piece of foam or plastic on your keyboard before closing the lid. Taking care of your software on Windows. Keeping your computer's programs up to date. Out of date programs can slow down your computer and cause errors, so make sure you're updating your programs whenever you see the update available Windows pop up. You can also check for updates manually by opening your program settings or help menu and looking for a check for updates button. Downloading the latest version of a program's installer file and running it will also replace the older version of the program with an updated version. Install a faster browser. If you're still using Microsoft Edge and Internet Explorer on your PC, consider switching over to something like Google Chrome or Firefox. Close programs you aren't using. Each running program takes up a certain amount of memory known as RAM and processor power. So make sure you are closing the ones you don't want to use. You can force stubborn or unresponsive programs to close by doing the following. Press Ctrl and Shift and Escape to bring up the Task Manager. Select a program that is listed in the Apps section. Click End Task in the bottom right corner of the window. Repeat with the other programs you want to close. Remove unwanted programs. Having programs and apps installed on your computer's hard drive takes up space, thus creating strain on the hard drive itself. You can remove programs you neither need nor want by doing the following. Open Start, open Settings, click Apps, find the programs you want to install, click the program's name, then click Uninstall. Click Uninstall again when prompted. Follow the on-screen prompts to complete the uninstallation. Update Windows whenever possible. When your computer's operating system has an update available, it's best up to update right away. Not only will doing so give you the access to the latest features and support, it will also ensure that your computer is protected from the most recent threats. Open Start, open Settings, click Update and Security, click Check for updates, then allow any available updates to install. We start Windows to allow operating system updates to install. And you can also clear out temporary files. Temporary files such as the ones left over from the internet browsing can clutter your hard drive. You can easily remove them by doing the following. Open Start, type in disk cleanup, click disk cleanup, check any box on the main window, including the temporary internet files. You can also click on the clean up system files button in the lower left corner to see additional options. Click OK, then click delete files when prompted. Turn off as many startup programs as possible. Startup programs, that is programs which begin running as soon as you, you start your computer, are notorious for making the process of starting your computer incredibly slow. Preventing all but the most necessary of startup programs from beginning automatically will ensure that your computer loads significantly faster, thus reduce the strain on your processor and lengthening your computer's lifespan. Press Ctrl Shift Escape to bring up the task manager. Click the Startup tab, select a program that you want to disable. Click Disable in the lower right corner of the window. Repeat with the other programs. You can also clear out the old files. Manually deleting files, photos, videos, and other items that you no longer need is essential if you want to maintain your hard drive. You can delete a file by right-clicking it and then clicking delete. Defragment your computer's hard drive. Due to Windows file system, files and other data can become fragmented across your hard drive over time. This makes it harder for your hard drive to find the files. Defragmenting your hard drive will reassemble most of the files in the original locations, making your computer run much smoother. Do not defragment your computer if you have a solid state drive (SSD). Instead of a traditional hard drive, it isn't necessary. You can actually ruin your drive in the process. Empty the recycle bin. It's easy to forget that files you have moved to the recycle bin by way of deleting them aren't automatically removed from your hard drive. To empty the recycle bin, click Empty Recycle Bin in the drop-down menu and click Yes when prompted. Taking care of the software on a Mac laptop. Keep your computer's program up to date. Running outdated programs on your Mac can be a security risk, while updating third-party programs must be done from the program's help or settings menus. You can update your Mac's App Store programs by doing the following. Click the App menu, click App Store, in drop-down menu, click the Updates tab, click Update All at the top of the page. Use Safari to browse. Contrary to Windows computers, your Mac's Safari browser is the fastest option available to you. This doesn't mean you can't use other browsers like Chrome or Firefox, but if you are looking for the fastest browser available, Safari is your best bet. Close programs you aren't using. Each running program takes up a certain amount of memory known as RAM and processing power, so make sure you are closing the ones you don't want to use. You can close programs from the dock by clicking and holding an app and then clicking Quit in the pop menu, and you can force stubborn or unresponsive programs to close by doing the following. Click the spotlight, type in Activity Monitor, double-click Activity Monitor, select a program you want to quit, then click the X icon in the top left corner of the window. Click Force Quit when prompted. Remove unwanted programs. Uninstalling apps on a Mac is relatively simple. Drag the apps icon from the applications folder into the trash, then enter your Mac's password if prompted. This will help clear up hard drive space, which is especially important given that many Macs don't have huge hard drives. Update Mac OS whenever possible. Your Mac's operating system will occasionally receive a free update that includes new features, protection against new threats, and error fixes. It's incredibly important to update your Mac when these fixes become available. Protect your Mac with an antivirus program. Unlike Windows computers, your Mac doesn't come equipped with a built-in dedicated antivirus program. You can use the free Malwarebytes program to protect your Mac from viruses, malware, and other malicious software. Turn off as many startup programs as possible. While startup programs may not impact your Mac's startup time to the same extent that they impact a PC, you can still shave a few seconds of your Mac's startup time and prevent unnecessary strain on your computer's components by preventing programs from starting when you turn on your Mac. Clear old files. Manually deleting files, photos, videos, and other items that you no longer need is essential if you want to maintain your hard drive. You can delete a file by clicking it to select it, click file, and clicking move to trash. Empty the trash. Your Mac's trash doesn't empty by itself, so any files you have deleted will technically remain on your hard drive until you clear out the trash. You can do this by clicking and holding the trash icon in your Mac's dock and then clicking empty trash in the pop window.